I don't know about 100%, but he's in a really good shape, and it's yes, he's happy to be here, and of course all these kind of things, as clear as it was for him, and I said a couple of times for me, that in the end we will get this deal over the line, but it's still an open thing, and everybody talks about it and stuff like this. We are humans; it's distract us. That's how it is. But I didn't see that it distracted him a lot, to be honest. Mo had one of the most intense seasons ever. With the African Cup and all the games and stuff like we always talk about. We played 64 games, stuff like this. We had some players who played a tournament in between as well, which is absolutely ridiculous. And so after a few weeks holiday, Mo is always full of power, full of energy. He's coming back and came back in a good shape. And yes, knowing where he will be for, I wouldn't say the rest of his career, because he's probably a player who can play much longer, but for the next very, very important years of his career, yes, that gave all of us a boost, and him as well. You're right, he looked really sharp. He looked good in the whole preseason, to be honest. And let's hope that long may it continue. It would be really cool. Maybe, but that's just talks. You should not think that all the things you make up as a story get immediately important to us. It's kind of, that's new strikers are coming. So in Germany, Lewandowski left. Who will win the? That's what they discussed. There might some players who think, oh, that's my. I don't know. So people are motivated by different things. I think the biggest motivation is to win football games and to score. That's definitely the case. So I don't think he thinks a lot about other players, and have a look there how often they score. That might be in May, when he has hopefully 34 or 5, and the others have 32. Both. Then maybe, but before I can see that. Oh, it's of course much better than if there would be an ending contract next summer. Mo would have been the same person. I'm 100% sure he could have pushed that aside, as long as we are only with us. But again, the world out there does not stop asking. And that's a problem what we are constantly facing. So you ask me how is he in training? What do you mean? Because his contract's ending. You ask the player, his teammates, how is he in training? Well, yesterday was all right. The day before, not so good. These things, yes, it helps. It's much better to know exactly as much as possible about even the season after, than only that 1 year. But in the year itself, it's not that relevant. To be honest, I worked together with players that an ending contract, and I couldn't see that for 1 day. And I would have been, as a player, probably would have been more influenced by the fact that I don't know where I am next year than these players were. If it was Gini, if it was Emre Can, if it was Lewandowski, and stuff like this, and Dortmund, and these kind of things, it's not. These boys are real professionals. So, but we live in a world where everything is important, and where we face questions all the time. We have to answer, and when you give an answer, you realize that you think about it, and that's different. We don't have to think about it because we know exactly where we all will be. It's just all the stuff is a bit short-sighted. So I work with players together for now more than 20 years. And I wish when they play their best game, I wish always, come on, and that's until the end of the season. I'm pretty sure, I'm not 100% sure, but I think last year, October, November, December, Sadio was not scoring that much. And everybody's talking about that. And half a year later he leaves and says, oh my God, how could we survive without him scoring goals all the time? So it's just always like this. But until December, Mo scored a lot. So that's what we need. We need always to be one in this mood, or more. It's like 3-4 players who, for them, it feels easy in that moment to finish situations for us after, because we know that's important. Obviously, whatever we create, somebody has to do the last touch. So that's really important. But so the difference between the two was definitely that one won the African Cup of Nations. So that's without, I couldn't see a bit. But of course, that's different. If you do the hardest job you can do, and in the end you succeed. You build a house and you work every day hard, and in the end there's a house, it's wonderful. Or you build a house and when you arrive, the storm put it away. You did the same job, but one gives you energy and the other one takes energy. So we cannot avoid these kind of things. So he was, from my point of view, in brilliant shape, but maybe not at 100%, maybe it was 99, 98%, and that's sometimes enough. But he played really good football for us, and was very important for us. And that we didn't win the two competitions, I think we were in the final good enough to win it, either way. So, but we didn't. And in the league it was the same. We didn't drop points or whatever because of one or the other. No, we scored enough goals. We scored a lot of goals. It's not like this. But of course we are all influenced by things around us. We cannot change that. We are not different to any other people.
Yeah.